You know, yesterday Mr. Mufareh came out and he did a global update for the company that he's going to be presenting to us very, very quickly. And it really was more than that. It was the State of the Union address. He really told us where we are, where we're going, and the condition that we're in. And we're in a really, really good spot. I'm going to try and do a quick synopsis on those points that I thought were very, very important to get. And I had to look at the update a couple of times. I'm a different dog. I have to digest this stuff before I talk about it. And as I watched Mr. Mufareh talk, it was extremely powerful. And I got a few things that I want to share with you just very, very quickly. The first thing is structure. If you looked at the meeting that we had yesterday, the webinar we had yesterday, that meeting was run totally different than anything else he's done before. It's because the structure of the company has completely changed. It's not the same worn out model that we used 6.5 years ago. What he has now is a vehicle that is extraordinary. And you can see that in the way the webinar was run. Everything has changed. Everything has gotten better. Everything was done to improve what's coming for you and the way you can take advantage of everything that Mr. Mufareh is coming out with. Structure, structure, structure. If you look at what's coming and you see how it's been developed and how it's been organized, this is a really, really cool time in space. Focused, solid, secure, period. And as it comes out, it is going to be laser focused. He'll come out, he'll stabilize things, then he'll scale things. This is going to happen very, very quickly, guys. This is what Mr. Mufareh and his team is going to be doing. So when you think about what Mr. Mufareh talked about yesterday, it is structure, 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 because that structure is going to give you a path forward to change your very life in very, very good ways. Second thing I want to talk about is SEC. Mr. Mufareh came out and he talked about the SEC. And at the end of the webinar, he said that it was there was a full and final settlement with the SEC. This is such a big deal. There's so many people that worried about the SEC and what they were going to do to Mr. Mufareh and the company that he's bringing out. It's over, and they're not going to do anything. Mr. Mufareh has a free rein to do whatever he wants to do. And for the haters, what just happened, Mr. Mufareh just took their queen. And if you know anything about chess, when you take the queen, that's a really, really big deal, but it's more than that. He not only took their queen, he put them in checkmate. In other words, he can take the king now. It's over for the haters. It's done. We're moving forward, and there's nothing that can get in our way or stop us. This was such a cool thing when he talked about the SEC full final settlement. It's a really, really big deal. Next thing, product. You know, I was listening to Mr. Mufareh, and he talked about the products that his team has developed just in the last week to do some of the things he wanted to do. One of them was the survey, and the other one was the rotator. We were on our rotator yesterday with YouTube. And I'm thinking about that, and I'm going, okay, well, what are these guys doing? We've got a massive corporation that they have to come in and develop everything that's needed, put everything in line, get all their ducks in a row, and then launch it. What are they doing messing with these little poo-poo apps? And by the way, neither one of these are little poo-poo apps. They're really a big deal. And it came to me, I'm going, well, of course they can do that. Why? They can do that because the stuff that they've been working on, and they've been working on this for over a year, guys, they're about there. They're about done. They have time now to work on little things that Mr. Mufareh throws in front of them, and they get it done in days. It really was remarkable. The apps are absolutely unbelievably, but it's the tell behind those products that are really, really interesting. The reason they can do that is because everything else has pretty much been done. They're ready to rock and roll. They're ready to move forward. What's Mr. Mufareh doing right now? Mr. Mufareh is coming out, State of the Union, and he is loading all of us up on that vehicle so that he can come in and he can push that vehicle forward and we can rock and roll. The State of the Union, the global update that Mr. Mufareh did yesterday, it really was extraordinary. And if you go back and listen to it one or two times, you start to catch these little things. And that's what I recommend. I'm not going to go over the whole webinar today. But there's one thing that you need to understand. Yeah, it's structure, it's the vehicle, it's everything's new, everything's moving, everything's going forward. But what was that global update? What was that State of the Union address yesterday? What was it? It was the start, okay? The start of the new vehicle moving forward with us in it. That's what happened yesterday. And it's really important for you to understand this was just the start. And it's not going to take another year to get all of this in front of you and keep moving that vehicle. It's not going to happen that way. Mr. Mufareh very quickly is going to start giving us more and more and more information. And everything he's going to be feeding us is just going to knock you off your feet. It's going to be so advantageous for you moving forward to change your life to win. And that's what all of this is all about. Mr. Mufareh, this was the start of showing you how you're going to win. Guaranteed. That's what he's going to show you. So as you watch the webinar with Mr. Mufareh yesterday, go ahead and rewatch it. Look at everything. This was just the start, and more is coming. And he told us this. More is coming, and it's coming very, very quickly. So that's all I wanted to say, guys. Just a quick synopsis of what I saw, what was important to me. There was so much there. You need to watch it yourself. But those things that I talked about, they're big deals. Checkmate, baby. We got everybody in checkmate right now. We're moving forward, and this is just the start. So that's it for today, guys. Have a great week, and we'll absolutely see you on the inside. Take care. Bye.